France just announced that EV incentives no longer qualify for Tesla vehicles or Dacia Spring, the Dacia Spring EV, or in fact any vehicle made in China. Basically, France is saying we don't want Chinese EVs and we're going to exclude you, for incentives at least anyway. But at the same time, France is doing something that I think is really cool. It's bringing EVs to low-income families, providing leases for $50 a month. So you can drive an electric car for about $12 a week, as in entirely. Every single day of the week, you can essentially as good as own it for $12 a week. That's ridiculous. Ridiculously awesome. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching The Electric Viking. The 3-year lease is, well, you can get this lease without even so much as a down payment. So it legitimately is $12 a week. This makes it an amazing deal for driving an EV if you reside in France, but you have to meet the eligibility requirements. So that's the catch. The new Citron EC3, one of the cheapest electric models sold in Europe, has just become even sweeter for customers in France because for low-income customers, they can get it for $12. Thanks to the government-backed social leasing initiative aimed at giving low-income families electric vehicles or access to electric mobility, the EC3, you can get it for, it's actually $59 US. So, I lied, what's that? It's closer to about $14 a week. $59 a month. If you lock in a 3-year contract, you don't need a down payment. Now, you have to be crazy not to. Holy smokes, that's cheaper than buying anything. Cheaper than buying an electric bicycle. The 2024 Citron E3 was introduced in October. It has a single motor producing 83 kilowatt, which is 111 horsepower. It has a 44 kilowatt hour lithium iron phosphate battery, which has 320 kilometers or 200 miles of range. So not a huge amount of range, not a massive car, not a huge specification figures here, but it'd be perfect car for probably 95% of trips that most people do. Even families, I think it would work well. This French vehicle has an advertised starting price of a pretty surprising 23,000 euros. It's about 25,000 US dollars. However, Citroën will be launching an even cheaper version next year with a shorter range of 200 kilometers, which is 124 miles, but it costs only $21,000 or 19,900 euros. The special lease offer is available for the longer version, and apparently it's available from the 1st of January. So this offer will be available from the 1st of January 2024. And if deals like this are available in France, then heck, France is a pretty amazing country to live in. I didn't live there, but I was there for a few months. You'd have to be crazy not to take up this deal if you could. Now, you can actually get some other good deals on EV leases in France as well. For example, the Fiat 500, that costs actually $95 a month. You get a Fiat 500 for about $22 a week. That's cool. What about the Opel Corsa EV? If you want something a bit bigger, you can get the Opel Corsa for $25 a week. You can get the Peugeot E208 for around $26 a week. Yeah, you see my point here, guys. Some amazing deals here on leasing an EV. And to be honest, why bother buying one if you can lease one for this price? Now, as you can see, the brands of EVs that are being available in France for these amazing deals are actually all from Stellantis. However, there is one brand of car here, the Renault Twingo E-Tech. That apparently will cost around 20,000 euros, which is around 22,000 US dollars. And it will be added to this list as well. It's also possible the Volkswagen ID2, which I've just seen some spy photos of the ID2, that might be in the list too. As you can see, there's no Chinese models here. The Dacia Spring, which is Europe's cheapest EV, its most popular cheap EV in France and across Europe, it's not on the list because it's not made in France. So this program is called social leasing. And this social leasing program was announced in October of 2022 with details which were revealed in October 2023. French President Emmanuel Macron originally mentioned lease payments of around $100, but $109 US dollars. But in the end, automakers actually were able to reveal the prices were even lower than that. To qualify, How do you qualify? Well, for social leasing, you must be a resident of France, have an annual income of up to $16,815, travel more than 8,000 kilometers per year in your vehicle, so drive 4,900 miles. Pretty easy to qualify for that. Takes no effort, just go on a road trip. And live at least 15 kilometers away from your workplace, so just make up a different workplace. That's 9 miles. Anyhow, it's pretty easy to qualify for students. There's probably heaps of students and heaps of people who might be just working part-time who will qualify. Maybe, lots of people work in your household, people like children, for example. It might be partners who will qualify, who maybe work part-time, maybe look after the kids, etc. So there will be a lot of people who qualify, but obviously if you're making more than around $16,800 US, if you make more than that, you don't qualify. I think that makes a lot of sense. And in fact, this is a really cool EV program. And I think it's another one of France's really smart decisions. Another one of France's ideas was to basically mandate having solar panels on garages. You build new garages, you got to build them with solar panels on top. That's one of their new rules. They've got lots of rules. You can get an electric bicycle for about $400 under their incentives of bicycle use, getting people out of cars and onto bicycles. That's a brilliant idea. I absolutely love that idea. I made videos on both of those concepts actually. France has come up with some really cool things lately. I've got to say kudos to them, and it's really cool to see. I like this plan. I think it will make a lot of sense. Do you agree? Let me know what your thoughts are on these EV incentives. I mean, do you think it's a no-brainer? $20 a week for an electric car? Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching.